So this is like my first day out in the city of Maroua, and today is the feast of Ramadan. So I really don't know if I'm going to have like plenty places to see or exciting things to see. Trying to get out of my hotel room, and then I will go out. Like, I'm really surprised to see bikes walking, because I thought since it's a huge feast for them, they will be at home celebrating with family. So they are out on the street, they are walking. It's amazing for me. I get to see the town today. You see, we get. Bonjour. When I woke up this morning, I had a list of places I wanted to visit. On that list, I had le Pic du Mindif, I had le Lac Magda, I had le Lamida de Maroua, I had Village Artisanat, and I had the Artisan Market. So I asked the guy at the reception hall for the distance to get to these places, and he told me some of them were really, really far. So I decided to start with the ones that were close to town. That's the Artisan Market and the Lamidad of Maroua. So I took a bike and I asked him to drop me at the market. When we got to the market, the entrance of the market was full, but the stores were closed. All of them were closed. I was like, okay, wrong day, Vicky, wrong day to come to this place. Picked the wrong day to come here. Everywhere is closed. I don't know where I am, but it's a road and I'm going ahead. Now I took another bike from the market and I asked him to take me to the Lamidad. It's Ramadan and I know that horses are going to be out. I know there's going to be feasting. So I asked him to take me to where I was going to see horses. Guys, this guy could not speak French. He did not tell me that he could not speak French. Yeah, that's the position I found myself in. So he first of all took me to some crazy spot where he went to ask some guy something in Fufube. I just felt like, okay, he was just trying to find out like in depth of the places I wanted to go to. But at the end of the journey, that's when I understood that the guy was, in fact, he was not even understanding what was happening. I asked him to take me around touristic sites in the town. Guys, this guy took me to touristic agency. Yeah. I was tired. Okay. And then at some point of the journey, I just had to stop with him somewhere and I bought him juice. I was like, brother, drink juice. Drink. Because you and I cannot be stressing up like this, you understand? Let me stress up. You just chill. Agarua. D'accord. So in here, we came to a garden in Maroua. The garden is still under construction. And it is from this garden that I got like much information on my next move. I was really, really glad that I met these people.
Celle-ci sort de Garoua, non? Celle-ci, ça sort de Garoua, ça passe comme ça directement à Maroua. Quand tu arrives au carrefour, là, la route là, tu sors comme ça part à Kaélé. Maintenant, quand tu sors de Kaélé, tu passes comme ça.
Pour Garoua.
Oui.
D'accord.
Hapa kujero bogo beule kago kalo l'école l'audio nasu de faire quoi face kalton pour voir John Bob man
okay. Totally came at the wrong day. So this is like a garden here in Maroua, but it's still under construction. But I think when it will be done, it will be a nice place. So we're going now to another spot. We just got directions to go to another spot, so we're just going to try it out. if that doesn't work out well, I think I'll be going to Mayokani to see the crocodile lake. Is it necessary? Yes, it is necessary. I have to go there. Okay. So the guy was taking me to the Centre Artisanat in Maroua, and we saw this hotel by the road. It looked nice, and I think I had seen it online, you know, when I was checking stuff about Maroua. I was checking hotels and all of that. I saw the hotel, so I said we should stop by so I could check the room, because I was really planning to come back. I wasn't planning to sleep in the hotel I spent the night at, you know, the previous day. I wanted to change my hotel. So we got into this hotel, we checked it, and then the journey continued. While on the road, I just spied like an ostrich in some garden, and I was like, okay, let's stop here, let's check what's going on in this place. And when we got in, I discovered something interesting. I'm sharing that with you all. Past this place, and I noticed some birds. So this place has like peacocks, turkey. I saw an ostrich. There's tortoise here. So I'm just going to show you guys around. The first thing I'm going to take a picture of is the peacock. Never have I ever seen a peacock. Never. Those proud birds. Hello. Hello. Hey, beautiful. I hope you're not wild. Okay. So I got into the estate, and there were some people at the receptionist. So I asked them if they were responsible for the place in French. Yes, in French. And they were like, okay, they are responsible for the place. So I just asked if I could go around, take pictures, you know, because they really had like beautiful birds around, all of that. And the ladies were like, yes, I could do that. And I was like, do I need to pay anything? They're like, no, I don't need to pay anything. It was free of charge. So when she was talking, I was like, okay, are you English?
You won't hurt me now.
She said, yes, I am English. I was like, oh my God, this is refreshing. First of all, I thought it was a restaurant. It just had this vibe. Like, it had, when I was moving to Maroua, I was looking for a hotel that had that kind of vibe.
And it likes attention.
The natural thing going on. It was really beautiful. So I was like, is this a restaurant? They say it's a restaurant and it's a hotel, like a hotel thingy. So I asked the lady to take me to the rooms, and she took me to the rooms. They were really, really decent and very, very affordable. So next thing, I decided to go around to take pictures of the birds, the animals, all the things that were around there.
He uses his mouth to hurt people. But it doesn't hurt the other birds. Oh, this is a video.
So a very quick story. This hotel is called Hotel Sari, and this is the first hotel that ever existed in Maroua. This hotel was built by a white, and I think it has been handed down to like 3 to 4 owners, if I am not mistaken.
Then you can carry. Then they snap you.
Yeah, snap.
Snap.
It's behind.
The nose is down. Just carry by the side like that. Yes, there's no danger there. There's no problem. Yes, do by the side. Yeah, correct. Can you push it away so that our hand can extend?
It's on video.
I think it seems like it's the back of cement. Yeah. Let her just try now.
Also by the side. No cut here, no cut here.
No, it's okay. Man, not cut the food. And then I don't know what to do now.
It's still heavy. I think I'm up to the back of cement. Yes. The bomb.
It's the bomb now.
When I was getting to Maroua, the idea I had of the kind of place I wanted to sleep in just what this hotel provided. I wanted a place where I could feel like I am close to nature, but I am not in the wild, you understand? Close to the forest, but a lion is not going to jump and eat me up. You get? So I just had that feeling when I got to this hotel, and it's... Anyways, let me not get to that. The next time I find myself in Maroua, this is just where I am going to spend my night because I fell in love with this place totally. So while I'm talking with the responsibles, I find out that there's going to be a party here at night, like a bonfire kind of thing. And on my mind, I was like, hey, let me just go to anywhere. Any village I'm going to, I'm coming back here to spend the night. I must attend the bonfire party. You know? I don't know if we're going to meet again, but I just want to remember your face. Guys, this is Delphine. This is my family in Maroua. I told you guys I didn't know where I was going to, so I landed in her place. I'll tell you more about it in the video. You have anything to say? Yes.
No, I'm so happy, my dear, to meet you. People meet at various places.
Yeah.
I've really found a beautiful, a good friend, and kind.
Yeah.
I'm happy. May God take you safely back home.
Amen. Amen. Oh my God. This is the Artifact Center. Not the one in the market. This is the one out of the market. So I am here. I wanted to get like a mortar, like some little mortar thing, but they are not working today. So I really came at the wrong day, but the adventure continues. When I came to the Handicraft Center, it was locked because of the Ramadan happening. So in this center, they get to produce like carvings with animal skin, animal horns, animal hoofs, you know, all of that, and some wood, I think. So since I did not get to enter into the Handicraft Center, I decided to take my first location, which is the Lake of Crocodiles in Kaele. Before going to this place, guys, I was told that it's at most 2 hours to get there. But no, it wasn't like that. I left this place by 12. Like, I got to the park, I paid my ticket and everything by 12. But we only got to Kaele. In fact, you know what, let me not just tell... This is me touching my brain, like these muscles up on my head to relax myself. I'm calming down, I'm down, okay? Let's continue watching the video. It's 12. What? It's 12 p.m. or not? Yeah, it's 12 p.m. and I just paid my ticket for Kaele. I don't know when we're going to get there. I don't know how I'm going to get back. Alright, since I haven't had something to eat, I'll just look for something to eat. I'm not very adventurous right now with what I have to eat, so I'll just get, like I said, beignet and yogurt. I think that's the highest I can do. I don't want to eat anything spicy. See, I am experimenting with my journey, but I'm not experimenting with my stomach. Like, let's just leave my stomach out of this for today. Okay, so I will look for like a boutique and get my yogurt and cake. No, beignet, better. Like, do you see the sky in the north? Blue sky. When I see how the place clear, to find some kind, or let's say the sun will go touch you. When we got to the entrance of Kaele, I was praying that the sun should not set because I really wanted to see that river and I wanted to get back to Maroua in time. So just when we were entering the town, there was this storm. I took this video like 4 minutes into the storm, like when the storm was past already. Guys, you could not see the road. Everywhere was just white. You couldn't see anything. I was scared. I panicked, but everybody in the car was just calm, chilled. It's like something they are used to. And so I just chilled too because I was like, okay, maybe it's something that happens here a lot. The storm was crazy. I felt like the road, like the tire was going to come off. I felt like the roof of the car was going to come off. It was scary. Now, two things were going through my mind. This storm is happening. It means it's about to rain. If it rains, places are going to get dark. Am I going to get to that place? And two, how am I going to find myself out of this place? I remember some time ago I made a prayer to God. I was like, I want to have amazing stories to share with people. I want that all my journeys should have stories that I would share with the world, you know. At this point I was like, I don't want stories again. No, I just want get to Kaile and just turn back to Maroua. I'm not just interested in this kind of drama. So guys, immediately we got to the park, it started to rain. We were sitting outside and I was hoping that I'll just get like a bike that would take me to the lake of Crocodiles. But the kind rain will start fall, and these guys here, they don't have like chairs, they have like mats. So I just went into the agency and with the other ladies we sat on the mat. All the men were standing and the ladies were sitting. There was space, but no man came to sit where the ladies were sitting. I was like, okay. So when the rain stopped, it was like 6, and like the rain did not completely stop. You can see rain was still drizzling. So I took a bike under the rain, like the semi-rain thing happening. And I was like, Crocodile Lake. The guy was like, under this rain, like, brother, if you know where I'm from, you don't even just ask me any question. Take me to the lake. So I was like, okay, we're going to go to the lake. But let me tell you, the roads are terrible. We're going to face difficulties. I was like, hey, I'm ready for difficulties. In fact, difficulties is my... No, it's not my name. That's my right there. The road is terrible, but I don't want to leave this place without seeing the lake. C'est fini? Tu es sûr? Parce que je veux pas danser encore. So that bike man not even lie at all. We were first of all passing. There was a mini flood. You're passing on the water and the water is making shh. It's touching your legs. I was like, okay, we're getting there. And this is something that I have never known. Sand, when it is dry, it is very, very slippery. I think I witnessed that in Douala some time ago. And then when I got to Maroua, I got to confirm it. Sand is very slippery when it is dry. What I did not know is sand is very, very slippery when it is wet. That's what I experienced during this journey. It was traumatizing. In my mind, I was just like, okay, I know that in a couple of hours, I'm going to be out of this place. I'm going to be on my bed. I'm going to forget that this thing ever happened. I'll just have videos to tell the story. You see, we had to go through that. D'accord. In my description box, I'm going to share like all the details I don't mention in this video. So if there is something you're curious about, I'm sure you're going to find it in the description box. Make sure you check it out. We finally made it to the lake. The sun is away, sunset is getting dark, but I said I must come here because I didn't make this journey for nothing. So right now we can't see the crocodiles, but I'm just going to go around the river or the lake. I'm going to show you around it so that you see how it looks like. C'est joli de ce côté. So the people in this area, when they come to see the crocodiles, they get to buy like live chickens and they get to drop in the water. Immediately you drop the chicken in the water, crocodiles just sprout like they are fighting, and like in 2 minutes you'll not even see a feather there. Like they chew everything. So I did not have the opportunity to do that because we came there late. It was rainy, there was nobody around. So when we left this place, I went back to the park. I wanted to get a bus for Maroua, but there was no bus. The only bus that was leaving that place was like the bus was already leaving. There was just one seat. The bus was going to Garoua. that's how I found myself in Garoua, and that was it for my Maroua trip.